Hi, my name is Bridget McGrath from TahoePT.com, and today we're going to go over aerobic exercise step by step. The first thing I want to point out is if you have any injuries or any joint pain, then you want to choose a form of exercise that's non-impact. So think recumbent bike or walking in a pool or swimming. If you're injury-free, then you feel free to do some of the higher impact exercises, but keep your duration slow at first, especially if you're newer to cardio or you've been off of cardio for a little while. So think more of the 15 to 30 minute range and work yourself up to an hour. Now, some occasions call for cardio in excess of an hour, but if you're doing 3 times a week of an hour of cardio exercise, that's fine. So let's talk about what is aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise is anything that's oxygen fueled, and it's a repetitive movement that's done over a duration of time. Ideally, what you want to work yourself up to is 3 times a week, 1 hour of cardio. Now, of course, that's in complement to a strength training or conditioning routine. Once you've established a regular cardio routine, now you want to progress from there. And the way to progress would be to vary your duration or how long of a period you're doing the cardio, your tempo or how fast you're doing the cardio, and your resistance. Under what strain are you doing it? So if you're doing biking, then you'd think doing more hills. If you're running, then you'd think doing hills, intervals. If you're walking, you'd think inclines, hills, or maybe having on a weight vest. So all of those things would increase the intensity of the cardio so that you'd get more out of it. Now, another thing you want to think about is you don't want to overuse any particular muscle group. So you don't want to do the same type of cardio over and over again. It'll lead to overuse injuries. So you want to vary your cardio. So if you find that you love running, think like a triathlete and vary that up. So maybe run 1 time a week, bike another time a week, and then swim for your 3rd time a week. That would be an excellent variation on that routine. And then you can vary your speed and your resistance for each one of those types to increase the intensity and get a higher heart rate range out of those exercises. And that brings me to my last point, which is heart rate ranges. So to get the most out of cardio, you want to put as much stress safely on the heart and the pulmonary system as possible. And the way you accomplish that is by bringing yourself into a higher heart rate range. So let's think a 70 to 90% of your maximum heart rate range, and your maximum heart rate range you can find from pretty much any health website. It's according to your age and your conditioning. So once you find your maximum heart rate, bring yourself to 70 to 90% and think of a good and manageable ratio. So at first you'd want to start with like a 2-to-1 ratio. So for every minute that you're in that higher heart rate range, then you allow yourself 2 minutes of recovery. Then you're going to work yourself up to 1 minute of the high heart rate range and 1 minute of recovery. And that'll bring you into a very good and beneficial cardio program. My name is Bridget McGrath from TahoePT.com, and I hope you enjoyed our review of aerobic exercise step by step.